Alright, my friends, it's time for another read-through. With the Otaku Wolf. It is episode 7 of Dynasty of the Dragon. And I'm sure there are some of you who have been looking forward to this. A quick reminder before we begin, please click the link down below. To check out the read-throughs I've been doing for the other webtoons my friends and I have been putting together. And this week, we will have 2 new stories joining the party. I'm sure you're going to love it. Alright, are you ready to read this episode with me? Just click the other link down below and we can read this episode together. Dynasty of the Dragon, Episode 7. Granmon Chang and Kazuryu stand facing each other, ready for battle. Especially now that Granmon Chang can tell there's no reasoning with Kazuryu. As the protector of these lands, I shall do what I must. Kazuryu just stares. You're welcome to try. For a while the two just stand there. Then suddenly, they vanish and reappear as their swords clash. Granmon Chang flips backwards and aims a kick at Kazuryu, which he dodges. Kazuryu dashes forward and attacks Granmon Chang, but he dodges and comes down above Kazuryu. The two clash blades again, and their combined power causes the ground to shake. It rocks to rise all around and a giant crater to form. Kazuryu then spins around and lands a hard kick on Granmon Chang, which he just barely blocks. But the force of the kick sends him flying, and he drives his sword into the ground to stop himself. But he still skids back quite a ways before he finally slows down. Meanwhile, Kazuryu stands ready for the next round. You are a fool to challenge me. I can sense the weakness in your heart. He sends a wave of lightning from his blade, it flying at Granmon Chang. You won't kill me, no matter what your obligation is. Granmon Chang flips up a boulder and kicks it toward Kazuryu. As it flies forward, Granmon Chang suddenly appears behind the boulder, slices it in half and takes Kazuryu by surprise. As he kicks him, Kazuryu skids back across the ground and stands ready. Granmon Chang holds his sword out and prepares to continue. You defended this village with your life and were admired as a great hero. Why would you abandon that? Admired? They feared me and delivered false praise when all they saw was a monster. I'm simply living up to their expectations by no longer concealing the beast they see me as. You fool! Granmon Chang flies forward. Kazuryu prepares to counter, but as Granmon Chang's about to strike, he tosses his sword into the air, causing Kazuryu to just strike thin air with his blade. Before Kazuryu can react, Granmon Chang catches his blade and throws a punch at Kazuryu. It lands dead on hitting him right in the face and sending him crashing across the ground, flying through the rubble of the village. Granmon Chang slowly approaches Kazuryu, who refuses to get up from where he stopped. You are speaking like one possessed. Have you truly forgotten all that you lived for? Possessed, am I? Or am I speaking the words you fear to embrace? Granmon Chang grabs Kazuryu by the front of his coat. You are blinded! If you truly think that this madness is your calling! In a flash, as Kazuryu strikes Grand Monk Chang with his tail. Spare me the lectures. I have no use for them. And before Grand Monk Chang can collect himself, Kazuryu wraps up his tail around his neck and swings him around. You have dragon blood in your veins, yet you still think humans respect you? Oh, he throws Grand Monk Chang, sending him smashing through several houses. I wonder who the greater fool is. Grand Monk Chang picks himself up and dusts himself off. There's only one choice left. I didn't want it to come to this, but I have no other options. Meanwhile, Kazuryu has retrieved his sword and is moving in for the next attack. The final attack. Now this ends, and I emerge as the victor. He flies forward with lightning speed, but just as he's approaching, Grand Monk Chang strikes, sending one of his sacred sutras flying at Kazuryu. This one in particular was for such a day as this. Final seal! Kazuryu moves to slice the sutra, but it does nothing. In fact, it sticks to his chest. And immediately, a seal appears at Kazuryu's feet. He looks around, wondering just what Grand Monk Chang is planning. And that's the end of episode 7. Hope you guys enjoyed that and that you will continue to enjoy these read-throughs. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Leave your comments down below and I will see you next time. I love you all and there is nothing you can do about it. Until we meet again, adieu.